The British Empire, greatness, colonies, and consequences. The British Empire was the largest state formation in human history. At its peak, it governed a quarter of the Earth's population, almost 500 million people. Its influence was widespread, stretching from North America to Australia, from India to Africa. However, its power was not eternal, and in the 20th century, it disintegrated, leaving behind a complex legacy. The development of British colonies, from North America to India, the 13 colonies and U.S. independence in the 17th and 18th centuries, the British actively colonized North America, establishing new settlements. Over time, dozens of colonies emerged, attracting Europeans seeking a better life, adventurers, and entrepreneurs. However, the mother country viewed these lands as a source of revenue and imposed taxes, which led to growing dissatisfaction among the colonists. A particularly significant event was the American War of Independence 1775 to 1783. It erupted when the British Parliament refused to repeal new taxes and levies. The war lasted over 8 years, claimed thousands of lives, and ended with the recognition of the United States independence. This marked one of the first major blows to the British Empire. Canada, loyalty to the Crown and gradual independence. Unlike the American colonies, Canada remained loyal to the British Crown. Provinces such as Quebec, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland became a refuge for loyalists fleeing the war. However, Canada also gradually moved towards self-governance. By the 19th century, the country had gained the right to elect its own parliament, later obtaining Dominion status, which allowed it to form its own government. Full independence came only in the 20th century. In 1919, Canada joined the League of Nations, and by 1931, it was formally freed from British parliamentary control. India, the crown jewel of the empire. India was Britain's wealthiest and most significant colony. Colonization began in 1600, when the East India Company took control of local trade. In 1857, after the Sepoy Rebellion, the British Crown assumed direct rule over India. Queen Victoria was declared Empress of India in 1876. Despite India's involvement in World War I and its role in the League of Nations, its citizens faced severe restrictions on civil rights. India's long path to independence culminated in 1947 when, after mass protests and unrest, Britain withdrew its forces. This led to the creation of India and Pakistan, marking one of the most significant events in global decolonization history. South Africa, gold, diamonds, and racial discrimination. South Africa was a major economic hub due to its rich deposits of gold, diamonds, and platinum. The British seized this region in the 19th century, establishing control over Cape Town. However, this was accompanied by harsh discrimination against the local population. The Union of South Africa gained Dominion status in 1910 and achieved independence in 1961. Racial segregation persisted until 1994, when the country held its first multiracial elections, leading to Nelson Mandela's presidency. Egypt, the road to sovereignty. Britain controlled Egypt from the late 19th century. In 1914, London declared Egypt a protectorate, but in 1922, it was forced to recognize the country's sovereignty. The Egyptian monarchy did not last long. By 1952, the nation had become a republic. The economic and political legacy of the empire. The collapse of the British Empire was accompanied by economic challenges, political conflicts, and power struggles in former colonies. However, it also laid the foundation for modern international relations. Many former colonies maintain strong ties with Britain through the Commonwealth of Nations. Today, the influence of the British Empire is evident in the culture, language, economy, and legal systems of many countries. The history of its colonies is not just a tale of power and exploitation but also one of resistance, independence struggles, and the formation of new national states.